In 2019, 20-year-old engineer David Hogan opened a modest family restaurant called Dave's Dining Den. Inspired by his childhood love of animatronics and storytelling, he constructed 5 custom robotic mascots: Dave, Rabbit, Elma, and a showroom variant made of gold, called Golden Dave. The restaurant gained local popularity for its original characters and interactive performances. However, behind the scenes, the software systems were unstable. Animatronic behavior began showing signs of erratic movement and verbal loops. What was once seen as charming quickly became unsettling to staff and guests alike. Later that same year, an internal investigation was opened after several technicians reported oddities in the behavior models. It was discovered that staff members used Dave became overly friendly and unpredictable. Rabbit showed constant visual tracking, even in idle mode. Rennie began expressing inappropriate gestures and voice lines, and Elma's aggression spiked drastically. These changes went largely unaddressed due to a lack of clear understanding and pressure from upper management to keep the attraction running. 3 years later, Dave's Dining Den was rebranded and replaced with a large entertainment complex known as Dave's Megaplex. The original animatronics were retired, and new, brightly colored replacements were constructed. Toy Dave, Toy Rabbit, and a new figure known as the Muppet was introduced. Originally designed to comfort children, but oddly, its programming contained unauthorized code that gave it high-level access to all animatronic life signature data. Staff believed the Muppet was acting as a conduit for the spirits of the past, reawakening dormant code in the facility. Beneath the Megaplex existed an unfinished and restricted factory floor where remnants of the original animatronics were stored. The heavily damaged and inactive Dave, Rabbit, Elma, and haunted by what his creation had become, Dave began personally dismantling the animatronics one by one. Surveillance showed him working deep in the factory halls at night, violently tearing apart endoskeletons and salvaging power cores. He stopped responding to messages. One morning, a search team found a rusted copper suit in the deepest part of the facility. It had been retrofitted with spring locks. Inside it, they found David's body, broken, impaled, and left to rot. His personal notebook, found nearby, contained the words, "If I die in their skin, maybe it all dies with me." Following his death, employees began reporting hallucinations. 'Despite all warnings, nostalgia-based restaurant, founded by 32-year-old Elijah Avington, was meant to distance itself from the Megaplex legacy. One of the mascot characters, Copper, was based on a prototype designed by Dave before his death, except he was orange and devoid of glasses. During a birthday party, the Copper animatronic clamped its jaw around the head of a child named Ethan. 25. Copper was never used again, and the restaurant shut down within a week. During his coma, Ethan's mind was trapped in a hallucinated version of Dave's Dining Den. However, it was twisted, dark, and empty, filled with broken walls, flickering lights, and decaying animatronics. Within this dream, Ethan was stalked by nightmare versions of Dave, Elma, Rabbit. On the second night, 2 more entities emerged: Nightmare Copper, the one who bit him, and an unnatural creature named Disease, which took the form of a midnight blue-colored bear with a pinkish belly. Ethan's only hope was to survive the hallucinations and awaken. Whether he did remains unknown.